Hope everybody's doing well. Today I'm going to be going over this short position taken on NASDAQ that resulted in a nice win, catching 111 handles basically. So let's get straight into the reasoning behind it. Starting off on the hourly chart, in terms of the main levels that I had in mind, obviously we have this buy side liquidity that I had my eye on, and this one from the new week forecast, the week forecast that I posted here on YouTube. But I also did say that I expect a retracement into these levels right here, right? So I'm keeping my eye out for that coming into this session on the 1 hour chart, or actually let's drop down to the 15-minute. We can see how we had a lot of trailing sell side liquidity from this push up. We had all these lows, this triple low right here, this triple low right here, this low, this low, this low. London lows technically was right here, but since this is all just one pool of liquidity that I'm looking at, so I just marked out this as the London low. You'll see right here. And then we had all this sell side right here. So bias for the day was definitely short, because I'm not looking to buy this market with all this sell side right here, because the only target for you to take buys is just this high right here. And I'm looking to see that be swept, or maybe some sort of manipulation. Actually, my bias, if we go to Discord right here, I was saying I was short biased until proven otherwise, right? Exactly what I wanted to see was, I'm looking to see ES sweep its high and NQ fill the new week opening gap, while maybe seeing some SMT. So what I was anticipating is NQ to not sweep the high and to kind of sort of see some or sort of SMT with ES. That was kind of my thought process, which it sort of happened in the beginning. So if we go back in the beginning, if we drop down to the 1 minute chart, we can see here market opened right there. We did have this initial SMT, so if we go to ES, we can see how ES did sweep its high right there, right? So mark that out like so. ES initially did sweep its high and NQ didn't. So initially that was playing out, right? But that was before macro, and obviously we wait for macro. So this is what seemed like was going to drop, but it did not. It came back up, swept the buy side on NQ as well, and that SMT was broken. And then, I mean, this is where I look to enter 945. Right here is where I'm going to wait or look to enter my positions. Anything before, I'm not really looking to enter. So if I rushed my entry, this is why I love waiting at the first 15 minutes. And I was like, okay, this looks like a valid entry. Well, it does, because we have an SMT, right? NQ failed to sweep its high. ES did so, right? So SMT, and we created the 935 value gap, and initially we were respecting, as you can see right here. But just one very important thing that does not align, which is time. This is 938, right? So I waited for macro as usual, 945, waiting for that. And now I'm looking for a reason to enter. That buy side was swept. We have all this sell side. Now we have a quadruple bottom now made, which is even more strong on bias. And then we have the London lows lower. So I'm looking for a reason to enter. Macro starts at 945. Technically it's 950, but I like to enter at 945. We come down. I notice two things. Number one is this wick right here, constant encouragement right there. I'm looking to see price close below midpoint and then start to respect the midpoint as a premium PD area. So once we close below midpoint, I want to see price come tap into it and respect it, and then show bearishness, which happened. So midpoint right there with this 951 candle, we closed below it. And then with these two candles, we start to wick and respect the midpoint. We have this up close candle right here, which is considered an order block once we close below it, right? So respecting midpoint of this wick, constant encouragement of this wick after closing below midpoint, coming up, creating this order block, closing below it. That was my confirmation to enter. Entry right there, stop loss right above the order block. I can show you guys the executions. Actually, I posted it on my Discord. Let me see. So let me show the actual. Let me show the actual right there. right? So my first execution is right there. You can see 550, and then I trailed in my position once we inversed the 930 fair value gap right here, right? So I entered 2 contracts right there, and then 1 more right here, and then my full TP actually was lower at the London lows, right? But I had 1 TP here, 1 TP here, and then my final TP, I was in 3 contracts, my final TP was down there. You can see that also in the Discord. Let me show. If you go back up there, so I had 1 there, 1 there, and then 1 final one there. You can see that these 2 were tapped, and then I moved my stop loss to break even, and then I was stopped out at break even for my final position. So yeah, going back to the charts, as you can see, my 2 TPs were hit, catching about 110, 111 handles right there, and then price consolidated and eventually did sweep that London lows. So that was the trade recap. Hope you guys found this insightful. A very nice day to stay patient and stick to plan and sticking to macro, because if you're impatient, then you would have been stopped out for a very stupid loss, and then price would have went in your direction. So that's going to be it. Hope you guys found this insightful. If you want more pre and post session analysis just like this, I post my my NQ analysis pre-session every single day, just like I did right here. So as you can see, I post my analysis before market open, so I'm always posting that. Also, I do have my one-on-one private mentorship, so if you're starting out with trading or struggling, I do have my one-on-one mentorship. So if you want to see if you qualify for that, link for the Calendly to book your call with me is in the description down below. Also, I'm posting my free mentorship in terms of the video wise here on YouTube, so if you want to tune in and watch that, feel free to do so. All right, until next time guys, stay safe and happy trading.